current high costs of heating, you may be tempted to turn the temperature down in your home and sit under a blanket with a hat and a scarf while you watch TV. However, while this will probably reduce your heating bill, it could actually cost you a lot more in the long run. Why is that? And what is the ideal temperature for your home? We have the answers in this video, and even a few tips on how to maintain that temperature at the end. So make sure to keep watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more videos on how to make your home as energy efficient as possible. So let's get into it. There are actually a few different perspectives that you can take when gauging what the ideal temperature for a home is. These include the ideal temperature for comfort, the ideal temperature for keeping your home in good condition, and the ideal temperature for lower heating bills. Let's take a quick look at each of these separately. What's the ideal temperature from a comfort and health perspective? Well, according to the World Health Organization, if you are healthy and well dressed, it's 18 degrees Celsius. This rises to 20 degrees for young children, the elderly, and anyone that's unwell. In general, living rooms and bathrooms should be a little on the warmer side of these temperatures, with hallways and bedrooms being slightly cooler. After all, you can make the most out of a good duvet to keep warm when you're in bed. Now that we've covered the ideal temperature for comfort, let's move on to what is the best temperature for keeping your home in good condition. You may not know this, but having your home's temperature set too low can actually prevent you from claiming on your home insurance. Many insurers now include a little-known thermostat clause in their contract. This allows them to reject a claim should your home's temperature be lower than the one stipulated on your insurance documents. This is not the only issue with having the temperature too low though. If the temperature inside of your house is set any lower than 15 degrees in the winter, you could end up with a home that has a lot of condensation, which can lead to damp and mold. Damp and mold are no joke either. They can cause extensive damage to your home. Severe damp problems can even cost you as much as £5,000 to fix, with black mold removal often costing more than £100 per room. So even though reducing your home's temperature could cut your heating bills, you may end up paying out more on damp or mold repairs. However, you can safely set an ideal temperature for your home that will lower your bills without risking damage to the house or making yourself uncomfortable. So, what is the ideal home temperature to save on your heating bills? The main way people overpay for heating their homes is by having the temperature too high. By reducing the temperature in your home by just a single degree, you can save up to £135 a year on heating bills. This cost reduction increases for every degree you drop the heating temperature by. In fact, by reducing your heating by 5 degrees, you can actually lower your heating bills by as much as 15%. Remember though, that your home should still be at a comfortable temperature. Don't drop it much below 18 degrees, even in the winter. Now that you know the ideal temperature for your home, how can you maintain it in the most energy efficient way? We've provided a few tips for that. The first tip is to ensure there are no draughts. Draughts are a big factor in your home's energy efficiency and how much you're paying for your heating. If any of your doors or windows are letting cold air in, they will also be letting warm air out. This makes it harder to maintain your home's temperature and puts extra strain on your heating system. However, it is an easy issue to fix. You can get draft excluders for doors and draft excluding tape for windows to block up any drafts your home may have. They are reasonably inexpensive fixes too, with the cost of most draft excluding tapes costing less than £10. If you're willing to spend a little more and are happy to diligently change the temperature of your home based on when it is and isn't occupied, investing in a smart thermostat could be a good option. These technology-driven devices allow you to change the temperature within your home from anywhere in the world, so long as you have an internet connection and a smartphone. This means you can drop the temperature on your home at times when everyone is out, and restore it to a comfortable temperature when anyone is in. You will have to be very diligent to truly make the most out of a smart thermostat though, otherwise you won't benefit from the costs saved by reducing the temperature when no one is at home. Finally, one of the best ways to maintain your home's temperature and reduce your heating bill is by replacing your old boiler, especially if it's become inefficient. An old, inefficient boiler will need to use more fuel to maintain your home's temperature, which will make your heating bill go up. By replacing your old inefficient boiler with a new A-rated one, you can save hundreds of pounds on your annual heating bill. And it just so happens that we can help you find a new boiler for the best possible price. At Green Match, we can connect you with up to 3 trusted heating engineers, who will then provide you with free, no obligation quotes. All you need to do is compare the quotes you receive and pick the best deal. It's a simple and easy service. All you need to do is spend less than a minute filling in a short form. Click the link in the description to get started. So, there you have it. The ideal temperature for your home is likely to be between 18 and 20 degrees Celsius, depending on how much money you want to save and how comfortable you want to be. If you found this video helpful, let us know by giving it a like, and subscribe to our channel for more ways to make your home as energy efficient as possible. Thanks for watching, see you in the next one.